Party with your host, Dustin Rybka.
Hello and welcome to Sex Party. I'm your host, Dustin Rybka. With me on the show this week is super popular adult star and OnlyFans creator Coco Bae. We're going to talk to her about so much horniness. You're not going to believe it. She's a ton of fun. We're going to chat about what she is up to on OnlyFans, what her top custom request is, the truth about her dick ratings, some of the more strange or weird requests she might get over there. We also talk about crazy strip club stories because you know how much I love my crazy strip club stories. She used to be a stripper and she's got some crazy fucking stories. We talk about what she is up to in 2025. Is anal in her future? Will she ever do a DP? And we also discuss her and 3 guys getting it on. So you're going to love this episode. You're going to love Coco. So without further ado, please enjoy my conversation with Coco Bae.
This week's conversation.
Coco Bae, welcome to Sex Party. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. You're traveling, you're jet setting. Is this like part of your James Bond shtick or what?
I think it's more like a Carmen Sandiego stick.
Okay.
Shtick,
Well,
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will accept either. Okay, so let's say someone's tuning in. They know I'm a fucking Looney Tune, and they're like, "What's this guy up to now?" They should know who you are. Let's be real. But let's just say they don't. Maybe they slipped in the garage on some paint. They hit their head the last couple years. They don't know whatever. They just regained consciousness. Could you talk a little bit for that person? Could you talk a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Yeah, sure. So my name's Coco Bae. I do porn. I live down in Australia, but I do a lot of traveling. So yeah,
Okay.
I've been filming porn for a few years and then slowly building up that name.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people don't realize a lot of things actually, but when it comes to porn, anything is a grind, right? Especially anything worth doing. But I think people don't realize with porn, there's so much work that goes into what you just said, like building up the name, like marketing. Social media is like a whole different beast because then you're worried about all these ding dongs and their fucking censorship crap or whatever. Do you have like a team of people who help you, or is it just you? Was it just you for a while? Like, talk about what it takes to be, a popular, active porn star in today's world, if you can.
I kind of go through like waves of it being me or it being someone else. Like sometimes I'm a one-man show. I'm doing my own editing. I'm doing my own filming. I'm doing, all that. And then sometimes I just burn out and I get I'll hire a videographer to come along with me, or I'll like pass my stuff on to like an editor. Yeah, it just depends. I have a small team right now.
Mm-hmm.
I could definitely use more. I definitely need I could think of at least 1 or 2 people that I could use on my team right now. Yeah. But it's totally a grind and there's so much to it. There's like being a constant content creator on top of doing your adult film as well, right? Because you've got to stay on top of your Instagram, your TikTok, which I haven't touched in God knows how long, your Twitter, I can juggle one platform at a time. And when I'm like crushing it on one platform, I forget about all the rest.
Yeah. I mean, it gets hard for anybody like who doesn't even do porn or whatever. But like, again, it's such an integral piece because I mean, just being a podcaster that's interviewing porn stars and doing all the fucking shows and shit and whatever, it's like, oh, fuck, I forgot to post to my blank, and then that affects something, and are my numbers like this because of this? But I just feel like most people just think, hey, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna fucking bang the body out and get all like fucking jacked, and I'm gonna go have sex. Like that's all that they think that porn is. And there's just so much more. It's perfect that you said that you've been in for a while and you're juggling this and that, you get burned out, because I think people don't realize again, I hate to fucking use the overplayed word, but like it is a porn grind. Like that's crazy, if you could add one or two people to your team, like what do you need right now? If you had a magic,
I don't like touching admin, and I used to have an admin person and I don't anymore. So I definitely need that in my life again. And I just couldn't care less to edit stuff. Because it falls back in my editing tray. Like I've got videos that are like, I think I've got some stuff that's 3 years old that I haven't like.
I know, right? And I mean, I had to hire an editor right off the rip for this, because I was like, I've been doing it for 3 years and I've never flown without an editor. I just had to. But even with that, like I've got 2 exoticas from last year with like 50 interviews. What am I going to do with that? You know what I mean?
Because it becomes a bit dated to a sense. But I guess like around next Exotica, you can start like releasing it at that time and people might not notice.
Yeah, because so Chicago's coming up and it's like a pretty big deal or whatever, and they're doing the awards and whatnot. And I'll be there, and we have a booth and all the stuff. But I'm like, it's like 20 years of Exotica, so I could release last year's New Jersey and Washington as like a, hey, happy Exotica, blah, blah, blah. But like, that's my only, if I don't get them out, that's my only excuse.
You could do it best of.
That's true too. Yeah. See, you're helping me out here in this fucking craziness, but you're right. Stuff just falls to the wayside. I mean, and again, when you're filming and you're trying to balance all the stuff, like it's just really, really difficult. And I want to get that through their skulls. So if you're going to start porn or a podcast, take a really long nap first is what I like to say, because you're going to be working.
Like, just continue taking long naps forever.
Are you a nap person? Are you taking long naps?
I honestly think I'm a professional sleeper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just telling my friend, I was like, I could literally live in bed.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you how many hours of sleep do you get per night?
Nothing extreme. Like, I think I probably just get like somewhere between 6 and 8 hours. Like I go to sleep early. I wake up early. But I I spend a lot more hours in my bed than that. I just like, this is my place. This is my cozy place. This is where I want to be. I'm just going to rot and scroll through my social media. Yeah. It's work.
Yeah, you're working. Yeah, it's covered. I totally get it. And naps are wild, because some people can do it and some people can't. And so, I wish I had a nap right after this interview. Okay, great. So now we've aired our grievances. This is where we're at. I need more caffeine. You've got caffeine. It's great.
I'm caffeinating and hydrating all at the same time.
See, we love that. Yeah, we love that. We call it a water break on the show. So like every time you take a drink, it's like kind of a thing, sex party, water break. So, whatever. The eagle eye viewers, listeners will know, that's a thing. But you have to. So, okay, you're a content creator, OnlyFans, question mark?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
okay.
OnlyFans. I kind of like that one too. I go through waves. Right now, OnlyFans is the one I'm focusing on.
Yeah.
They kicked me off for a little bit.
What'd you do?
Uncertain. I think I know, but I'm not willing to admit it.
Okay. Yeah, we don't want to get you in trouble. Like, yeah.
But yeah, I was off of it for like, I think I was kicked off for maybe like 8 months or something. And then I won some AVNs and they were like, hey.
Of course they were. Yeah. Fucking Listen, I love OnlyFans, but Jesus Christ, guys, like get it together. Like why so restrictive? Why so serious?
And I go through love-hate with them. Like while I was kicked off, I was like, fuck them. Like I'm going to use other platforms. And then as soon as I was back, I was like, fuck my other platforms. OnlyFans is where all the traffic is.
Yeah, it's got the brand name recognition. So are you on OnlyFans, Fansly, Loyal Fans, or are you just...
I am.
Okay.
So I'm on OnlyFans mainly. I did move to Fansly for a little bit, but I have trouble with like their verification, not my verification, but like their sort of consent process. Like I've got all my forms and stuff, but when I show it to them, they're like, no, not like that. And I'm like, but this is the way. I'm like, this is the way. This is industry standard. And they're like, no, do it our way. And I'm like, well, too late. Like I've got over 100 videos not done your way. And then Loyal Fans, I started it and I liked it, but I just never like dove in all the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, again, I mean, you almost need like a fucking assistant, a camera guy, an admin person, a fucking whatever, just to be able to delineate like what goes where. Because OnlyFans, you know, for those people that don't know, and please feel free to ring in because you have more experience than I at creating over there. But it is very restrictive. There's a certain batch of words you can't use, which is so stupid.
Yeah, and they don't let you stick a golf club up your pussy or like lay a golf ball out of your pussy, which is wild. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, why would anybody want to be on a platform that you can't pop golf balls out of your pussy? That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a normal thing that we're trying to do. I mean, and it's fun. It's a party trick.
So where am I supposed to upload that content that's just sitting on my phone?
Golffans.com.
Yeah. I'll create it. Buy that domain right now.
For real though. Yeah. You'd be the first one over there. Well, and also too, you can't say gangbang. You can't say like piss or something. You can't do piss content. It's a whole fucking thing.
Can't say choke.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah,
I do know. Yeah, you can't say mommy or daddy. Like it's like a weird, like it stops you from typing or something.
Yeah,
man, if you can't say choke, that would totally track with why those messages didn't send. So now, I know. Yeah, for
so
sure.
You're into that.
So yeah, I'm a very dominant person, and so I'm like, if it's me and the girlfriend, or if we're like whatever, it's like I have to have a little choke,
a little chokehold.
Yeah. Nothing too insane, but I mean, what is sex without a little choking?
Yeah, and maybe just a little insane, just until like everything starts to get a little bit blurry, and that's when you release.
Yeah, you have to know, and how are you gonna know if you can't even say it on OnlyFans? Get your shit together, OnlyFans.
Right.
Okay,
we love you, OnlyFans.
We love you. Fuck off, but we love you so much. We really, really do. So what would you say currently, and maybe it's changed, but what's like your number one custom request that you get on OnlyFans?
Honestly, the thing I get the most on OnlyFans is probably dick ratings. I think that's because like it's my customs are not within everyone's budget.
Okay, so you're one of those. Okay.
I'm like, because I'm that girl that's like, well, I'm not going to do this video unless I go and do my makeup. Like, I've got friends that are like, what do you mean go do your makeup? Just fucking film the video. And I'm like, no, I got to go do my hair. I got to go do my makeup. And they're like, they don't care. They don't care if you have your makeup done. And I'm like, I do. I can't see that video. I can't. Like, it can't end up on the internet.
Oh my God. Okay. So there's a budget, like a preset budget for you to be able to do the customs.
Yeah.
What are we talking? Like, how expensive of an OF girl are you for customs?
I kind of make it up every time.
Yeah, I would too, to be honest.
I kind of go by like my mood. I'm like, how am I feeling right now? Have I had my energy drink? No.
Yeah.
Is my makeup already done? My makeup's done. I'm going to be friendly on this one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and also too, it's like once you go high, there's always room to like kind of oh, you can't do it, see you later, and then or whatever, come back when your check clears or whatever. But then you could also be like, if you're in the giving mood, you could also be like, well, what can you do? And then wherever they go, you're like, sorry, a little bit higher, and then bam, right?
Yeah.
So
I get mostly dick ratings. A lot of those.
Well,
sometimes a little, like, sometimes they go the humiliation route, which is always fun.
So they want you to humiliate them or other way around?
They want me to rate their dick in a humiliating sense.
A combo.
Like small penis humiliation. And honestly,
Right.
like, to be honest, their dicks usually aren't small when they ask for that. Like, I think most of the time people who ask for small penis humiliation, their dicks are not small. I've seen like a couple small ones where it actually was.
Okay. So this would fall within, like, they're feeling
body dysmorphia.
power. Yeah, for sure. But like, if someone's getting off on, if they have a decent sized dong and they want you to tell them it's small, first of all, it's the first time I'm hearing that. But I guess that tracks within that sort of like, maybe this is someone who knows that they have a decent sized dong and they want to be like kind of put down a little bit because they're used to not being put down.
I guess. I like, I can't put myself in their shoes, to be honest. Like, I like being degraded, but even when I'm being degraded, it's like in a loving way. Like, how great of a slut or how great of a whore I am. It's never like an actually mean way.
Yeah. I mean, because, and I just had this conversation with someone else, but you're hitting all the right points. It's like, in order to, and that's the kind of shit that I love doing too, is like degrading and demeaning, like fucking domination, whatever kind of shit. But there's a way to do it that carries intimacy with it. You know what I mean? And so I think it's the way that you're saying it and the way that you're touching someone that separates it from just like this weird sort of cold way of demeaning and degrading someone. But
the small penis humiliation is like literally like, your dick's so fucking small that I wouldn't even feel it.
So you say that, and what do they say? Thank you, or what? Like, what's the general response after a small dick fucking humiliation rating or whatever?
They're like, yeah. Well, okay, to the humiliation. Sorry, to the rating. Yeah, it's usually a thank you, but like, if I was like doing a video call with somebody doing that, it's usually just like, yes, mistress, you're right. And I'm not even a dominant person. I'm submissive as fuck. So when people ask me to do that, I'm always like, this is funny that this is even what you want, but I'll do it. And then I actually think it's fun. It's not me at all, but it's fun when I do it and get into the role.
That's very interesting because you have to take on this other persona. And also too, it's wild that you're a submissive person. You have this OnlyFans. They've seen your mainstream content, obviously. And now they want in private, they want you to be dominant. Like, okay. But I would say, I don't know, just give me a fucking percentage out of like the dick rating, since it's your number one thing. How many guys want you to degrade them?
Not like many.
Okay.
No. Right. Like, percentage wise, it would be on the smaller end. And like, I remember one time somebody like, they had gotten a dick rating, and then they were just kind of like, well, I don't know where to go from here. And they were like, I guess I'll try he was like, I guess I'll try the humiliation one. And I was like, okay. So I did it for him. It wasn't his kink. He just like didn't really know where to go from there. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And I did it. And he was like, oh, yeah, I wasn't really into that.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Was this a video call or was it just through messaging?
It was just like a custom video. It wasn't a video call. Yeah, through messaging.
Video calls. This is something I've been actually like dying to ask somebody about. Like, do you feel like, how many of those do you do, like live video calls with someone?
The video calls I do a lot of. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So, but again, I'm an asshole about it. People are like, let's do a video call. And I'm like, oh, I just woke up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. I just woke up. Like, I might be able to do it like maybe in 3 hours from now.
For $500. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Totally. But is it awkward? Like just like that there's gonna be a stranger there, or are they awkward? Like what is it like?
I don't find it awkward, the video call, to be honest.
Yeah.
It depends, because sometimes, well, the thing is, like, sometimes the person doesn't really know what they want in the video call.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to tell them what they want. So I'll just start chatting with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like some people, that's what they want in the video call. Like I have one person that books he'll book like a 20-minute video call regularly because we just sit and chat for probably the first 10 minutes of it. And also probably the last 5 minutes of it.
Okay. But these people are like taking their dicks out. And you're like, oh, okay, that's blah 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 blah. Like what is your, because dick ratings are crazy to me because it's a validation thing. It's also like, and I'm exposing myself to someone thing, obviously, which I get, right? Okay. But if I don't know, I mean, if you're not into, I want someone to tell me my dong is small, but like what? Like if you see a penis, right? I'm putting you on the spot too, and it doesn't matter how you answer, just whatever. But if you see a penis and it's like, it's all right. like how do you voice that back to them? Do you say, honey, that people can work with that? Good for you. I mean, or what do you say? Because I know you want to have a level of honesty, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna find the good in it.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna find
I'm gonna be like, yeah, your dick's whatevs, unless you're looking for humiliation. I'm gonna find the good in it. I'm not gonna tell you it's a 10 out of 10 if it's not a 10 out of 10. Mm-hmm. But I'm not gonna be like, whatevs. Yeah, you could do better.
I like those veins or something like that.
Yeah, I do like the veins is the thing. I really, really like a vascular cock. So I'm the first person that'll be like, look at that vein popping right now. But I might throw in like, if I'm gonna give any sort of like nonchalant answer, it's usually like, babe, what angle is that? Like, I'm sure you could get a better angle in than that. Let me teach you. And I'll be like, that's how you take a dick pic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and you would know too, because you've like been through this fucking, this process so many goddamn times. That
and like sometimes I take a picture. I take my own dick pic pictures with like a strap on, and I'm like, yeah, sick.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and women know angles so much better than men too, so that helps. Wow, you could be like a fucking dick pic selfie coach too.
Coach, I could sell the program online. Buy my program online. Normally it's $3.99, but today it's only $69.99 for the next 24 hours.
Yeah, I would do that, and then you could teach them like, also these are the steps to getting consent to send that pic first, because then that would be a whole. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that should be the intro.
Yeah. And I feel like
introduction. Not everybody wants to see a picture of your dick. So why don't you ask?
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. So how long have you been on OnlyFans?
Funny enough, I got on OnlyFans in early days.
Okay.
I think I got onto OnlyFans maybe like early 2017.
Oh shit.
But I didn't really know what I was doing.
Yeah, because it was kind of there.
Yeah, and it was like, that was in the days of like, maybe I'll put some lewds on here.
Some lewds. Yeah.
And so I got into it back then. I was stripping. So it was mostly like pictures I would take in the strip club and stuff like that. And then I moved here to Australia. I met a dude who like dragged me out of the fucking industry kicking and screaming. So I stopped using my OnlyFans for a few years, and then got back into it after COVID.
Okay.
And was like doing explicit content then. And then I was like, oh yeah. And then I started doing like a few collabs here and there. And I remember a friend being like, you basically are doing porn. And I was like, no, I'm not. And I don't even know why I was offended by that. And I was like, what the fuck? No. And she's like, yeah, it's not an insult. Like, why don't you just do porn? And so, yeah, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I'll do that.
Well, we're gonna get to the origin story. I just hate to fucking do it in the first part of the fucking show. Like every other podcast. Not naming names, not taking shots, but just saying, like, don't ask the guests how they got into porn in the first fucking 15 minutes.
And to be honest, like sometimes sometimes the podcast like it does. So you're like, I answered this question on the last 5 podcasts.
I know.
And this one too, and this one, and this one, in this exact order.
Yeah. So you had been stripping. How long did you strip for?
I started stripping in 2012.
Okay.
And then I quit in 2017. No, in 2018.
Okay.
Whatever. And then I got back in like after COVID.
So massive for the strip club. That's like you have a doctorate in stripping. That's a lot of time. Like, yeah. We've had many lovely strippers on this show. And one of my favorite things to do when I find out someone that has a background in stripping is ask them, and I'll ask the question and then I'll fucking rattle on for a minute to give you a moment to think. But like craziest strip club story or two, if you can remember anything, a lot of, and here I am trying to buy you time, right? But a lot of women have said, you know, dudes like will pay them to fucking kick him in the nuts or whatever. There's like I have a whole fucking series basically at this point about famous people who try to fuck the strippers, athletes, actors, whatever. There's drug stuff in there. So I hope I bought you enough time.
Yeah, what is your plenty?
Okay, yeah. Give me your craziest 1 or 2 strip club stories.
Okay, this one I wasn't even a stripper yet. I don't think I was a stripper yet, or maybe I was a stripper. I don't know. I'm like, how do I preface this? I'm going to preface this by saying I've been sober since 2016. But anyways.
Good for you.
One of my closest friends and I were just like on a fucking MDMA bender night in Montreal. And we went to this like really dodgy strip club in like, you don't know Montreal, but maybe one of your viewers do. It was in Hochelaga, which is just pretty lowbrow.
Okay.
I just remember both of us being there at the strip club, ripping lines of MDMA at the fucking stage while watching strippers, and nobody stopped us. What else? Oh yeah, I've had clients that have like gotten me to like step on their balls, but with my heels, which is scary.
Yeah.
I had a client ask me to go piss in a glass for him so he could drink it.
What do we charge for that?
At the time, I didn't even realize. I was just like, okay.
Shit.
I know.
Oh, God.
I was just like, okay, whatever. I could have charged
That's
so
at least
much. I know.
Fucking $1,000 right there, at least.
I know. It's a missed opportunity.
Oh, that would haunt me for so long.
Made me like pick him up. He liked to be picked up. And he was a big guy.
Wow. Okay. Those are some pretty fucking great stories. Yeah. Did you have you don't have to name any names, but did you have like any athletes or fucking famous people try to holler at you or try to fucking take you on fucking vacation and God knows what else?
I have only had maybe like, okay, well, first of all, I used to work. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Can I say that? No, I won't say that. I used to work at a particular club that got a lot of famous people in it. But the thing is that I'm kind of like, I often don't know.
Okay.
I don't know when somebody's a person. But usually like other people say it in the club. I was usually not there when famous people came in. It was always like, oh, this famous person was here yesterday. I'm like, God damn it. But yeah, I can only think of like one famous-ish person. And I actually already knew them.
Okay.
So they came into the club and I was like, oh, we know each other. So obviously I got dances with them, but it was like we already had history.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
grew from there though.
Yeah, I bet it did. Hopefully you got some cash out of that one. Yeah. I mean, those are some crazy strip club stories. I've been to Montreal once when I was like a little kid. I remember just like feeling like I was in fucking some fantasy world or whatever, but then I don't really remember anything. But I hear Montreal's still crazy and it's still fun or whatever. So shout out to Montreal.
Montreal's where I started stripping. That's a cool city.
Yeah. I'd love to go back, so I have to fucking now I'm thinking about all that shit. Okay, so then you transition into a little bit of OnlyFans. Were you mainly doing like solo stuff at first on OnlyFans, or like ass pics, or what? Okay.
Yeah, so I started off with lewds, and then from lewds, I was like, okay, I get it. I can do like pussy play videos and stuff like that. I could shove these panties in my pussy and then in my mouth, and then
and sell them, right? Yeah, for sure. Okay, so you do that for a while, and then when is it like a boyfriend, or is it like who do you decide to collab with, and where do you find them? Like, are you like, oh,
I just like went down the rabbit hole of, so I was living in Australia when I started doing collabs, and I just went down the rabbit hole of like following everybody industry related in Australia, and then reached out to some people.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I got in their DMs. That's always how I do it. I always just get in the DMs.
Yeah.
I'm a girl. It's easy for me to slide into a dude's DMs.
Yeah, it's super easy for you guys. And then so then you start doing partnered shit. And I imagine your money just fucking blows up from there because people love that.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah, it's not like this. There's good months, there's low months, and I can be like, yeah, every month's amazing. But yes.
Yeah, well, okay. And then so like how crazy did it get on, was it just boy girl stuff on OnlyFans, or like even now, like how crazy has it gotten on OnlyFans? Like is it more than one guy? Is it fucking a girl and you and another guy? Like
I have an orgy video on there.
Okay. Tell the audience about the orgy video that you have, because I'm sure now they're, pausing and pulling over in the parking lot to listen. So
every time I would get approached for an orgy, I'd always turn it down. And I was like, nah, I don't want to do an orgy. It's too much going on. Like I get overstimulated. I just can't imagine. Like, I don't want that. And then I don't know, one time I got asked again and I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. And it was a lot. Honestly, like I did get crazy overstimulated. It was so intense, and like it goes on forever and ever. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, but it was hectic.
Yeah.
I would do it again. I haven't done an orgy since. I should, but I actually just filmed a boy, girl the other day. And that was also fucking intense. Insane.
I bet. Okay, so first of all, because this is, now we're really getting into it or whatever. So the orgy, the first one you did on OnlyFans, like how many girls, how many guys?
I believe it was four. Was it three guys and 4 girls, I think?
Okay.
And yeah, it was Jay Hafner, Benz Brown, Alex Jones. Fuck, who are the girls?
Not the crazy Alex Jones.
That guy always shows up on my Twitter, and I get excited thinking it's Alex, and I'm like, what's Alex saying? And then I'm like, why would Alex say that? And I'm like, mute this guy.
Yeah, that's not the Alex you're looking for. No, not at all. Okay, so that's like 7 people.
Very handsome Alex Jones with beautiful eyes and a great big fucking dick.
Okay, yeah,
really big dick.
That will separate him from the other Alex Jones for sure. Yeah,
small dick energy.
Yeah, very cruel small dick energy. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, we can't leave the girls out.
Yeah. So there was you said 3 girls and 4 girls and 3 dudes.
I think there was 4 plus me. There was E-Buns, Nicole Doshi. Oh, fuck, what's her name? Lexi Uncensored. She's changed her name a couple times. That's why.
Yeah.
Someone else. I am leaving someone out. Maybe it's me?
Maybe, yeah. You haven't included yourself, yeah.
Maybe it is just me. I really feel like I left someone out. I'm sorry, girl. You're hot. Whoever you. Oh, I know. It's Roxy Sinner.
Oh yeah,
She's
yeah,
got great
yeah. Yeah, she's a blast. Okay, so that 7 people, was it like a gonzo thing, meaning like we're just gonna go for it and see what happens, or was it sort of choreographed or what? Oh shit.
No,
Okay. Well,
it was not. It was literally like, okay, we're getting started. I think there was one videographer and one photographer, or maybe there was 2 videographers, and it was just like, get it in your mouth or in your pussy or something.
yeah. Okay. And how long did that go on for? The 8 of you.
Sorry, in my head, I'm like, am I forgetting one of the guys? How long did it go on for? I'm not sure. I went into like when things are when there's that much going on, I feel like I go into like a different realm.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah,
Cock goblin realm.
Yeah, like a subspace fucking cum drunk kind of. Yeah, for sure. And was that like every guy got every girl, or was it like an Eiffel Tower? Like what kind of stuff did you wind up doing in that?
Everybody got everybody. Like all the girls got each other. I'm leaving someone out.
I love this.
She's from New York.
That doesn't help, but
Queenie Satine.
Wow. See, you have amazing recall. It's
been a long time. I'm like, I know I'm leaving some. I might be leaving a guy out too, but I don't even feel as bad because guys, you're just
yeah. The stunt cock. Okay, and at the end of that, are you just like covered in cum? Are you just kind of laying there like this is I'm done? Like, was it a cream pie situation? Like, how did the whole thing end?
Covered in sweat, covered in cum. I think probably all the pop shots were probably facials.
Yeah, seems very orgy-esque. Yeah,
I feel like I only got in on one of the. I might have only gotten in one of the cum shots. Now that I think about it. Fuck.
Well, there's always next time.
What is it called when like I have food envy? I have cum envy now that I think about it and realize that I didn't get in on all that. I'm like, oh, you guys got all those loads and I didn't.
Is that where you prefer a cum shot as a facial?
No. I like a facial because I like it like visually, I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
But I like to be like, and this, not everybody can do this. I like a cream pie, but I like for it not to be finished there.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And a lot of people are finished then. They're like, okay, I'm done. And I'm like, no. I don't even care if your dick's soft right now. Just keep going.
That's awesome. Yeah. Cause regardless, like just get back in there. And so what, most people they can't hang or what?
Some people, sorry, my friend back there's like, I'm taking notes. I'm like, okay.
Hell yeah.
Some people like they lose their heart on after they come, or they get sensitive, or they like fall asleep.
Oh God, you're putting them to sleep.
I fucked them to sleep.
Yeah. Well, does that have a technical term like cream pie pushed back, like a corkscrew or something, or like what? And if it does not have a technical term, we should name it the Coco Bae.
Can you get onto like ChatGPT right now? And he's not going to tell you. He's going to be like, "Excuse me, I can't talk about things that are that explicit."
Yeah, he's kind of a prick. Yeah, for sure. But if it doesn't have a name, we need to name it. So, like, what would we name it? Let's just say it doesn't have a name. The Coco Smash.
I like it. I just like that. I just like that it's named after me.
Well, we have to the Coco Smash and Black. I mean, your name has to be in it.
I never even wondered. I'm sure it has a name. Everything has a name. There's some of the things people tell you. They're like, "Have you ever heard of a such and such?" I'm like, "No, what is it?" And then they're like, "This happens, and then this, and then that," and you're like, "Whoa, who the fuck would even do that?"
Yeah. There's a lot of crazy shit, and we're not yucking anyone's yum. Do your thing, but there's some really hard, like, there's some really difficult things, like this there's some I keep getting messages about the East Side Slipknot, and I don't even, I mean, try Googling that.
What is
That's
it?
fucking.
Tell me.
I have a friend and she swears it's like the craziest way to like finish a dude off or whatever, but it literally involves, I would have to draw a diagram. It's something like where you're I think you're putting his leg over, like back over his head, and like somehow like jerking him off like in one motion or something while you're facing the other way. It's fucking crazy. And I've never wrapped my head around it, and everyone wants me to do an episode or talk about it or whatever. I think it's the first time I brought it up on the show right now, but I get messages about it all the time. So I will get back to you. I'll have her send me the diagram, and I'll make sure that Erica gets it to you. And maybe you could take it and fucking run with it. Speaking of Erica, she is the lovely Erica Icon from the Rub PR. We love her. She sent these wonderful notes over, which I've been sort of, taking little pieces from. But the companies that you worked for, I mean, Jesus Christ. And there's like all the majors are in here. So, and it says that you have only been in mainstream for a little over a year. So what is it like to be in porn? Well, a little over a year could either feel like an eternity or like yesterday. So I don't know what it feels like to you, but just over a year, and you're working with like, all these amazing companies. What's that feel like?
I think like my first mainstream was probably a couple of years ago. I worked for Mofos a while back, and then there was a gap. And then it's only like in this past summer where all the other companies that are on the list were filmed with and I'm filming with more. I don't know. I just kind of went for whatever companies were on my like bucket list. You know what I mean? There's still companies that are on my bucket list, which I haven't like broken into, but each time like I'll break, like, so last time I started, like, I film in chunks, right? Like, I'll go and I'll film some stuff and then I'll, like, hibernate for God knows how long. And people are like, wow, you're so busy. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm literally hibernating. Online, it just looks like I'm busy right now. Like, I haven't left my bed. But yeah, and then, like, I've been filming recently. And again, like, I've broken in with some other companies that I was trying to work with. So it's kind of just, like, step by step. I don't really remember what your question was.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Brazzers, Mofos, Bang Bros, Bang, virtual real porn, girls rimming. I mean, huge companies. Girls rimming, is that just you rimming dudes? Like nothing else, just you rimming dudes?
No. So like my first scene with girls rimming, I was like a stepmom, and I'm like mad.
Wait, what?
I know.
Why you don't?
Hey,
What?
I am like technically like porn MILF.
I know, but that's like 22 you become a porn MILF. So
yeah, I'm basically a porn GILF then.
No. we are not doing that.
I would love to have them flop around like that, but they just don't seem to do it.
Yeah.
Girls rimming, it just depends. Like first scene I did with them, it's like a boy girl scene. It's a sex scene, but like a whole lot of rimming, of like me rimming the guy in different positions. Yeah, which for me it's weird because that's very dominant. First of all, you made me a stepmom, which is already kind of dominant, and second of all, I've got to like bend.
See, I think this is a matter of perspective, because I think it's how you do it, right? Because if you're like, rimming a dude's ass and it's like jerking off like on your fucking face, like that can be kind of dumb. But if you're like just bending them over and like telling them to arch their back, then yes, then you become the aggressor kind of in that situation. How many scenes have you done with them?
So I have one that's out with them already, and then I just did another one with them recently, which was boy girl blowjob scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And sometimes we get noobs here. We love noobs. They don't know what things are. Listen, rimming is when you're eating someone's ass. So now we have that. What kind of was that something you were doing in your personal life, like before you started doing it, or did it come into it with porn?
I don't know where I probably do. No, I think I've done it in porn most because I trust
Yeah.
porn dudes to be all like fresh
Yeah.
and clean as opposed to people out there, everyone else. I don't really trust them to be fresh and clean. Like I've done that
Yeah.
with a partner before
Mm-hmm.
who had never done it before. I'm like bending him over in the shower. I'm like, what do you think? He's like, yeah, it feels good. But anyways, I'm like, okay, we don't have to do it all the time.
Yeah. He said anyway. It feels good, but anyways, I feel.
He's like,
yeah.
anyways, now I'm going to waterboard you.
Yeah, they have to get that masculine dominant back if they feel a little threatened by feeling good in their asshole. Yeah, that's such a fucking stupid cliche. Just guys, just go for it. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay. And so if you worked with these companies, like, what companies are left on your bucket list? Like, who do you want to work with? What companies?
Well, so I've got scenes coming out now with Reality Kings. More scenes coming out with Brazzers. I've just worked with Life Selector, which is with Dorsal. I would like to shoot with actual Dorsal.
Yeah.
And maybe I will soon. Thinking. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'll know soon.
I feel like that's a hint.
Fake Taxi. That's gonna be fun.
Okay. Yeah.
Hinting towards that as well.
Yeah. Fake Taxi. What about the Bang Bus? Are you interested? Have you done it?
I haven't done Bang Bus. And Bang Bus, I think, is in like Miami. Am I right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really taking a step back from America while you guys figure shit out for a little bit.
Yeah, it's quite crazy here right now, and I think you're smart to be abroad.
Welcome right now.
Oh no! What did you do?
No, I didn't. I'm not American, so like, it seems like nobody who's not American is really welcome.
Yeah, I mean, and you don't want to get like fucking black bagged at fucking Starbucks or something, or they just like throw you in a van and it's not the Bang Bus. It's like you're being deported. We don't want deportation porn is not a thing, nor do we want it to be. So
I'm like excited, and then they take the bag off my head, and I'm like, where's the dicks? And they're like, no, bitch, that's not what's happening. You're going back fucking home.
Yeah, no, we don't like that at all. What about like kink.com? Would you get down on some kink.com?
Kink would be cool, yeah. Kink would be really cool. Deeper.com would be cool. I don't know if I'm running a blank. Deeper.com would be really cool. Oh, I'd love to work with like Vixen Media Group. I'm not ready to work with Tushy because I'm not ready to do anal, but like Blacked, Vixen, Milfy.
Yeah. All fucking banger companies, no pun intended, or pun intended, who gives a shit. You've also won a handful of awards, 4 awards: Ultimate Oral Content Creator, Supreme Solo, Favorite Female Indie, Best Female Newcomer, Australian Adult Industry Choice Awards. That's bonkers. Congratulations on the fucking awards.
Thanks. 2024 was a good year for awards.
Yeah, it sounds like it, for God's sake. What does that make you want to bed rot more and just chill because you got the awards, or does it make you like, okay, now we're motivated, we want to now I want more? Because I feel like, I worked the AVN red carpet, and someone's like, well, your podcast like next year could be nominated. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to look. And then I saw someone with an award and I was like, I want that so badly.
It's motivating for sure. So like, I got nominated a few years ago. I think 2023 was my first nomination. And I came out and I like attended AVN and stuff like that. And like in my little delulu, I actually believed like, is my name am I gonna win? And then of course I didn't win. And then it completely washed away me having any belief in winning, I guess. So then in 2024, when I got nominated for like, I think maybe like 6 categories or something like that, maybe 5, I'm not sure, a handful of categories I got nominated for. I just thought that was my next stepping stone. Like, I didn't think that was my winning year. I just thought like, all right, this is cool. I'm nominated for a lot more this year than I was last year, but let's be realistic. You're not going to win this year, maybe next year. Right. And then, yeah, I wasn't even there to accept the awards.
Oh my God.
People were literally FaceTiming me and I was like in bed.
Of course you were in bed. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What do you guys want? I'm trying to watch fucking Netflix.
Well,
Shit.
here's the thing. People FaceTime me and they're like, you won. I was like, oh, really? That's like, yeah, cool. Excited, right? Get off the phone. And then people are like, you won. I'm like, yeah, I know I won. They're like, no, you won another category.
Yeah. So the lesson is probably just like, fuck it. Ball on with your life and just let it whatever's gonna happen.
But then it brought me back into my world of Delulu, and then 2025 rolled around, and I was like, "Let's go!" And like, I don't even know if I got nominated for shit. Like maybe.
Oh my God. That's awesome. So what state are you in now? Are you like, we're gonna grind hard this year and try to get nominated, or like, I don't give a fuck? I still like am hopeful, you know what I mean? Like I still would love to get more awards, but I am kind of like, okay, well at least, you know, like I've got my fucking armload of awards now that I'm like, at least I have these, you know? Yeah, it'd be cool to win again. I mean, did you buy a trophy case yet?
No, but like they are like, yeah, they're pretty displayed. They're pretty obnoxiously displayed, to be honest. But like,
I would too.
I would really like to like win a different category, right? I don't want to win the same categories. I want to like eventually win like female porn star somewhere. It doesn't have to be AVN straight away. AVN 2026. Yeah. But yeah, female porn star, female newcomer, whatever. That would be cool.
Yeah. You said you had. I think I'll get this correct. Who knows? Espresso, don't fail me now. But you either shot or you're about to shoot. You said boy, girl. So you and 3 dudes.
I just shot that with Brazzers.
With Brazzers,
yeah, it was
holy shit, that's fucking awesome.
It is crazy.
Okay, tell me all about that. Well, it's not out yet, but tease whatever you can. Tell me the details and. Maybe, I mean, this won't come out for a while, so who knows?
I won't tell the storyline because that's
okay.
But I filmed a couple scenes with Brazzers, and they kind of like feed into each other in a sense. Brazzers, hire me on so we can make it a series.
For real though, yeah.
And like the first script, honestly, I read the script and I was like, did Danny write this for me? It felt like it was written like specifically to me, and I was like, nah, he doesn't know that shit about me. Nah, he doesn't even know anything about me. This is not written for me. It's just a fluke. And then I arrived on the day and they're like, what do you think of the script? And I was like, was it written for me? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. I think it's very on brand. I like it. Anyways, the boy girl scene is with Jordy and Johnny Bravo and Sam Bourne. It's very exciting.
Okay. So there's no DPing in that because you said you're not doing anal yet. Okay. So is this like these guys take turns with you? It's a little blow bang. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, three dudes, especially those 3 dudes.
It's like.
Yeah, for sure. Do you think that, okay, did you have an orgasm in that scene?
I don't think I've ever had a scene without an orgasm.
Okay. And how much more intense was it or not than just a normal like boy-girl orgasm scene?
Extremely intense.
Because like,
it's extremely intense. And it's, like you said earlier, like, I said, like, it puts me in another realm. And you were like, yeah, it's like somewhat of a subspace thing. It really is. Like, it's definitely a subspace thing. And it's just, I think, like, I get overwhelmed, you know, like.
Yeah.
overload, brain overload, but I'm also like in total like, whoa, I'm just like a limp fuck doll right now. I just need to take a rest.
Yeah, it's that like dick drunk, cum drunk kind of vibes where it's just like do whatever, I can't move, but I also feel the endorphins, but
Do
whatever.
whatever,
Yeah.
I can't move, but I fully consent to this. Keep going.
Yeah. And that's the best place to get a partner, to get a woman, right? Is like you want that. So if you're feeling that in scenes, then fuck, that's awesome. You're right where you belong. Yeah.
Good place.
Okay. Are you gonna slow roll the anal? Are you no plans to do it, or what are you thinking? Like 2026?
I really don't know. Like, I'll be like, oh, yeah. I'll like train my asshole or whatever. And then like I'll have like all the little butt plugs put out, right? You know, and I'm like, hey, we start with the little one today. And then I'll start with it and I'll be like, that was fine. And then the next day I'll be like, my asshole hurts. I don't think I'm built for anal. And don't get me wrong, like I've had anal in my personal life, but it's not like something I go for in my personal life. I would just have, I've tried it out, I've done it, and I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It feels good, but it always hurts the next day. Oh, I just turned on the light. So spooky.
It was like a ghost story. You're talking about anal.
Anal is a very scary time for me.
That is definitely getting clipped right there. Okay, so at some point you may venture into the anal.
I would love to, because I really like watching a scene where like that's so hot. Could I do that?
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I'd literally just put a pinky in my asshole and I hurt for a week.
Well, I mean, like you said, it's a fucking, it's a methodology. There's a training for some people, there's a training to it. So maybe you'll, maybe the right. And what's cool about it is you could do it in such a controlled, if you choose to do it, a controlled environment where you do get those pros. And yeah, they're going to have a fucking big dick, but like it's a pro who's going to like go at your pace, especially with the companies that you're working for and want to work for. Like,
I'd rather just have 2 dicks in my pussy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you done that or no?
I've not done it for production yet, but I would really like to do it for all of the productions. Maybe not like the biggest dicks in porn. Let's start with some medium dicks and work our way up to the biggest dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, my pussy's
so that's something that's something you enjoy. And what does an orgasm feel like with that? Because that's got to be fucking really intense.
It's intense. It's like, whoa. What the fuck is going? It's literally like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't even know what's happened. It's the same shit. It's the same shit of just me being like, there's so much happening right now that I don't even know. That seems to be my blissed out place to be.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Fuck me into confusion.
You know what? That's a great. I mean, there's so many little episode titles that have bounced around in this one already, but that's a strong contender for episode title. Fuck me into confusion.
It's either anal is a scary place to be, or fuck me into confusion.
There was one more, and I can't remember it, but it was fucking hilarious. And we love a good episode title. Okay, so anal maybe in the next, coming up, who knows, right? But a double vag, DVP as they call it, right? That's something you want to do on camera.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Do you think that you'll ever work your way into like DP or gangbang stuff?
I think gangbang's cool. I think blow gangs are cool. I love a blow gang. Yeah, I would love to. DP, I've actually never even done DP. Wait, have I? No, I've never ever done DP. Like, not in my personal life, nothing. I've had a butt plug in and like played with a toy before, but it's just not the same because dicks are like.
Yeah. I mean, and a lot of people, and see, that's what's crazy is I'm not naming names. You have some people on OnlyFans and they'll be like, buy my DP video, and then the people buy the DP video, and I've seen so many like little blog, places you look at on the internet about certain people, and they're like, I bought this fucking video and it's just her with 2 toys for 2 minutes, and there's it's like, well, you have to ask so many questions. But a lot of people do consider that a DP with like 2 toys, but I think you're right. It's like maybe a warm up, but not quite the real thing. With
I think it is a DP. Like, it is double penetration.
That's true. Yeah.
But I was, you know?
I mean, there's a fine line, whatever. I think you're right across the board, though. I think it is. I mean, technically you were penetrated, so
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Just because I'm sealed doesn't mean I'm not penetrated.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Yeah, it's a subspace. Yeah. And the episode titles roll the fuck on. So is there something, and final question, right? Is there something you really want to do? And we've named a lot, but is there something you really want to do you can't get out of your mind coming up this year, next year in the mainstream or OnlyFans?
I want to be a washed up reality TV star.
Okay. Okay.
I want to be on like a cheesy reality TV show.
Are we trying for this? Are you like do you have people working on this for you or what?
Not really. Like, I think I've gone to like apply for them before, and then I'm just like, oh, this form is too complicated.
Yeah.
And then I never finish it. Mm-hmm. Or it'll be like, make an interview video, and I'll be like, well, I got to do my makeup for that. I mean, well, the only time that I'm like so deep down the rabbit hole that I'm looking at how to apply for a reality TV show is like 3 a.m. in bed looking like a fucking troll.
Well, yeah, and you get paid to put your makeup on essentially, so what the fuck? You know what I mean? You don't want to do yeah. Coco Bae, you are awesome. I'd love to have you back, so I'll have to hit up Erica. I already have ideas, and I'll mention them to you once we stop recording, whatever. You've been amazing. Let's tell these party-going people who are like, what just happened? Right? Let's tell them where they can find you, not only like, on Instagram and Twitter and all the places, but where they can find you and just dump so much money on you online.
OnlyFans, bitches. I am Coco's World on OnlyFans. And my website, which links you to everywhere, is cocosworld.xxx.
Amazing. Well, it was amazing. I keep saying amazing. Jesus. What is going on? It was all.
I literally I have a day of interviews where I look back at the footage and everything I replied to my interviewees was amazing. And I was like, edit it out. I can't keep saying amazing to people.
Yeah, I don't care. They're going to have to deal with it, guys. Listen, sometimes you find a word and it just keeps flying out of your mouth. Whatever. I loved having you on the show. Can't wait to have you back. Thank you so much for being here.
Amazing.
Perfect. We'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Humongous thank you to my guest, Coco Bae, for being with me on the show this week. Make sure you go check out everything she is doing, not only on social media, but also on OnlyFans. Go spend some money, drop some cash, have some fun, enjoy yourself. If you're loving guests like Coco, she will be back in the future. You know how it works, right? But let's say that you're just loving Sex Party. You're loving all the guests. You are still on board with all my bullshit. How can you show that love, that appreciation, that desire, that thirst for more Sex Party? Well, if you're listening to this on platforms like Apple and Spotify, you could leave a rating. You could leave a review. Those things are fucking amazing, and I appreciate them so much. They really do mean a ton. But if you are not subscribed, fuck all that shit and just click the subscribe button. You want to subscribe to the show because then you never miss a new episode every single Wednesday. It takes a second, maybe 2 seconds if you're having a bad day. And it's just boom, it's over, it's done. You're subscribed to Sex Party. And you want to make sure, because Apple Podcast is doing this strange thing where they're unsubscribing people, they're pausing subscriptions for whatever reason. So if you think you're subscribed on Apple Podcasts, go to Apple Podcasts, go to Sex Party with Dustin Rybka. In the upper right-hand corner, if you see a check mark, you are still subscribed to the show. If you see a pause button, you want to click that pause button and you want to open up the drop-down menu, toggle on down to resume subscription, resume downloads, and then bing, bang, boom, balingo, you are resubscribed to the show. You're welcome. There you go. If you're watching on YouTube, I love you. I see you. I appreciate you. If you're watching on YouTube, what would you like to see Coco Bae do in a scene coming up? Leave it in the comments. And remember, you're on YouTube, so I don't know, get creative. Censorship is a thing suddenly on YouTube. But if you're watching on YouTube and you're loving the show or hating the show, and you want to show that emotion, what can you do? You could like this video, you could dislike this video, you could do that to all the videos. You could leave a positive comment, a negative comment on all the videos. I will, interact with you. We'll go back and forth. But listen, whether you love it or hate it, you're going to want to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so you never miss a new episode to love or hate every single Wednesday. As always, I'm available in the DMs on Instagram, and I will see you all right back here next week.
Thanks for listening. The party continues next week. Click subscribe and let's make this a regular thing. Follow the show on Instagram and Twitter @SexPartyFM. Follow Dustin @DustinRybka.